Hello YouTube, Brent Peeler here with you. Coming to you from the Patong Mansion here on the island of Phuket. I figured I'd make this quick little video to tell you about my journey here in Phuket and Koh Phi Phi, and discuss the possibilities of renting you a holiday girlfriend. That's a thing here in Thailand. You just, y'all have heard that saying, if it flies, floats, or fucks, it's cheaper to rent it. Well, that's a lot of truth to that. And here in Thailand, you can actually do that. And I probably should have done it for my little trip to Koh Phi Phi, but I didn't. I just went over there, and I told y'all now's an awesome time to come to Thailand and Phuket and Phi Phi. But I may backtrack on that a little bit. I had 2 out of 3 days it rained pretty good, so it would have been a pretty good deal if I'd have took my little holiday girlfriend with me, but I didn't. So but yeah, I thought I'd discuss that little topic with you, because if you're like me, you didn't know nothing about it. But evidently you can just get online or meet a girl down at one of these places you meet girls, and just tell her how many days you want to rent her, and go on about your business. And prices. I'm no expert. I've never done it. I've just now discovered it, and watched a few other videos on it. And hell, depending on where you go and how long you're going to be, it could be very, very cheap, or it could get pretty expensive. And I'm sure that depends on you and her, and what y'all come to agree on. But like I say, I've heard from 1,000 peso or 1,000 baht, which is around 30 USD per day. Or I've heard that you could stay gone a week and only pay $100. So it just totally depends on you and the girl and what y'all come up with. And one of the reasons I didn't do it, so I didn't want to get to Phi Phi and be stuck with a broad that I couldn't get rid of, and I'd feel obligated to get her back to where she come from and all that. And, if you don't hit it off, that could sure screw up your little vacation. So keep that in mind. Like I say, that's the reason I didn't do it. And on these islands and on these different places in Thailand, there's really no need. You can meet a girl pretty much anywhere you want to, anywhere I've been anyway. I'll just put it that way. And if you're not into meeting women, which I'm kind of scared of it, really, myself. I'm kind of leery of it. I don't know. There's probably lots of shit going around in the STD category that I don't think it's worth the risk. So, but I know a bunch of y'all are, and a bunch of y'all message me and ask me questions about it. And this is all third-hand knowledge, folks. This is not first-hand. I've never rented one and never went that route, but it is really possible over here. Like I say, I just hate to be stuck with one for that long. But a bunch of people say to take one out, go out on a date or whatever you do. Make sure it's not your first time with the old girl. Make sure that you spent a day or two with her. Maybe took her out, went out on the town around here or wherever you're at, and make sure you're compatible before you lock yourself into 2 or 3 or a week or 2 weeks, however long you want to be here. I think the longer you're here, the cheaper it is, because that's probably less work she's got to do. She don't have to beat the streets every night. She got a one-time deal. So of course it's like renting a condo or a place. The longer you rent, the cheaper it is. And that's one good thing about Thailand. It's all up front, contractual. They say to follow the 3-day rule. Never be with the same chick over 3 days in a row, because you're probably going to fall in love with them, folks. And that's not something you want to do in Thailand, because even though she can sure give you that girlfriend experience, it makes you think that, makes you fall in love. And I promise you, it's just a got an ambulance or something going by over there, but it's just it's her job. It's what she gets paid to do. I know this is a taboo topic, and I'm not saying doing it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just, like I say, I'm just passing a little information along. Just kind of what I've been told and what I've learned through other channels. But I can understand doing it too. And who knows? I may go that route one of these days, but I'm not right now. When you go to these, when you're traveling alone or whatever, of course you would love to hang out with somebody, but at the same time, you know, how good could it? I'm not even going to get into that because it could be great. I really believe that it could be really awesome. Matter of fact, I know it could, but at the same time, how do you really want to miss somebody? Do you want to? Got some people over here taking pictures, so I had to tone her down a little bit. But do you really want to fall for somebody? Do you really want to get sucked into a bunch of these girls over here? They call them sponsors. They'll show you the world. They'll give you the dream vacation of your lifetime, and say you're with them a week. Then they take you to the airport, send you off with a hug and a kiss, and you probably give them all your leftover extra Thai baht because you're not going to need it anymore, and so that's a little bonus for them. And then, you know, y'all text and line app or whatever you do, and next thing you know, you're a sponsor. You're sending money over here for. They got sick buffaloes over here too, folks. Lots of sick grandmas, lots of sick kids, and you know the deal. You know the deal. Lots of stories, lots of reasons for them to need money, and that's why they say to follow the 3-day rule. You know, get you new one every night or every other night or however you want to do it. But that's just, the more girls you get, the more risk you got to take catching something Ajax wouldn't take off, and that's just not something I ain't that lonely yet. Let's just put it that way. But like I say, I see the pros in it too. If you had one that was sure enough a good one, you could have a blast over here. And hell, they don't eat much, or you wouldn't think they would. They're little bitty things, so hell, they can't eat too much. But I have heard, like, you can even negotiate depending on where you're going. The nicer hotel you stay at, you know, you're not going to pay her as much because she's getting to stay in a top of the line hotel. The fancier the restaurants, you know, she'll expect less. Just be careful if you're going to do it. Don't wind up letting her talk you into. I hear they want you to buy them gold before you leave or whatever, to give her something to think about you for while you're gone, you know. And gold is totally acceptable at all these pawn shops, and as soon as you leave, she can cash that shit in just like you give her cash money. So keep that in mind. But like I say, to each their own. I wouldn't knock it, and like I say, I may even try it one of these days. Who knows? But it does kind of minimize the risk of you know, only having one partner for your little time here in Thailand, and gives you a little companion, a little travel partner. But you'd want to do your homework, take her out, make sure you're compatible, make sure she can speak English. I know there's all kinds of Google translators and all that kind of stuff, but that would get old in a hurry. So make sure you can talk to her. Make sure you're compatible. Make sure she's not moody. You know, women can get pretty cranky. So, you know, and after 2 or 3 days, it just multiplies. So, like I say, do what you want to do. Enjoy yourself here in Thailand. I know you can't go wrong either way. I'm about to head up to Pattaya. I got 2 more nights here. And I'm staying here at the Patong Mansion because that's where my PP tickets was round trip. Cost about $30 to pick me up here at the hotel, take me to PP, and bring me back to the same hotel. So I just booked this in 1 more night. And then, like I said, I picked a cheaper hotel for tomorrow, and so I'm gonna try a different spot tomorrow. And like I say, it's an awesome time to come to Thailand if you're on a budget. But you sure enough might have to put up with some wet, rainy days, and that's what I run into over the 3 days in Phi Phi. 2 of them, it was, it didn't rain all day, but just enough to to make, if you was out on a boat trip or something, I don't know, it wasn't a nice sunshiny day like the first day that I got there, and I really fell in love with this time of year because it was so laid back and not near as many people. I didn't have to worry about the crowds, and your accommodations are just like 1/5 of the price of high season. So keep that in mind. If you're coming, just buy your little $3 poncho and have fun. Most of the places you're going to be hanging out, unless it, other than the beach, is indoors anywhere or out underneath the patio. So keep that in mind. And tell me what y'all think about it. Holiday girlfriends, if you've got any experience with it, if it's a tell me your horror stories, tell me your success stories, tell me everything, because I'm sure enough, hell, I'm interested. I would like to know more about it. This is as much of a learning video for me as it is for y'all, so let me know in the comments. Like I say, 2 more days I'm gonna be headed back to flying into Bangkok. I'm gonna make a trip by that 7-Eleven that I left my ATM card at. Probably won't get it back, but I'd sure feel better if I had a backup ATM card. Made me a nervous wreck not knowing I'm down to my last ATM card. So then I'm gonna track on down south to Pattaya, and to tell you the truth, I'm kind of getting burned out on these. I don't know what you call them, but Bangkok and Phuket and Pattaya, they all, I've heard, kind of got the same kind of sexual vibe or whatever. I'm kind of over that. It was cool for a few days, but you got to get out of holiday mode if you're going to stay here long term, and it's about time I got out of holiday mode. So, but a good thing about Pattaya too, I heard there's lots of cheap accommodations there. $300 or $400 a month. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I did get a hotel room for 1 week already booked and paid for, and it cost me $120. So I'm sure there's pretty cheap accommodation in Pattaya. I'm still kicking the Cambodia deal around, and maybe even Chiang Mai and Hue Han. I don't know. May not be here a month, may be here 2. So you just never know. I'm gonna play it by ear. I want to appreciate everybody for watching these videos. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you hadn't already. It don't cost nothing. Just hit that subscription, hit that notification bell, and share these videos. That's all I got for now. This is Brent's Tripping. Peace.